How you guys doing? Okay, today we are going to discuss the Leo woman. Ooh, the Leo woman. The Leo women, these are for you. These are for this beautiful gardenia is for you in your honor. In your honor. Because there's nothing like the Leo woman. But let me tell you, to understand, I did on my cue cards reversed. They should be like this, but they're upside down. Sometimes it's like, when you're in the spirit, and you go into a trance, and then they begin to speak, because they tell me what to say. You got, I'm a child of Shango, so in case you didn't already know. But imagine the sun. Imagine the sun. And you look at it. If you look at the sun directly for about 3 seconds, 5 seconds, you're already causing damage. So 3 seconds, you look at the light, and then you blink and you look around, you can't see anything. The light of the sun blinds you. You can't look at it. Not even for 3 minutes you can look at that sun. Now, can you imagine? Imagine yourself in the planet Pluto, and you're looking at the sun from Pluto. You could see it's a little speck. When you move into Uranus, it gets a little bigger. When you move into Neptune, a little bigger. Jupiter, a little bigger. Mars, a little bigger. But then when you're with Mercury, which is the closest planet to the sun, it's so big that you can see the other planets behind you. You can see the other planets behind you because the light is so strong. You're consumed in the light. You're in the light. You're in the light. I'm in the light. You're in the light. And you open your eyes and all you see is light, 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 light. Hold that image in your head. And now let's jump in and talk about the Leo woman. The Leo woman, to understand her psychology, to understand her psychologically, you must learn all you can about the sun. The sun is the heartbeat. Heartbeat, you make me feel so weak. No, the heartbeat of the universe, of our solar system. Let's not say the universe, because, there are many suns in many universes. But in our particular solar system, which we live, the sun is the heartbeat. Without that sun, there are no 7 planets. There's no life, there's no earth, there's nothing. So understand how important the sun is. The sun is the life force of our solar system. So if we can correlate that to the human body, you can say that the heart is the center of our solar system, meaning our body. Just like the sun is the center of our solar system, our heart is the center of our whole body. So imagine your whole body being the universe and the solar system. And right here is the heart. Without that heart, there's no this. Without that sun and our solar system, there is nothing. There's no this, there's nothing. Not even this gardenia, nothing. So understand that the Leo woman, psychologically speaking, it's all about her. It's all about how she sees things. It's not that she doesn't care about how you see things. It's that she can see what you see. Remember, she's the sun. The sun itself, if it could talk, it will tell you, well, I don't see no planets. Because the sun itself is so blinded by its own light that it cannot see that it is illuminating other planets outside of itself. So psychologically, the Leo woman doesn't understand the impact her personality has on other people. She doesn't understand why people react to her the way they do. She doesn't understand why people always want to hurt her, betray her. She doesn't understand why men go goo goo gaga over her and will eat out of her hand. She doesn't understand why she has no female friends. They hate her. Because no woman can capture a man's attention like a Leo woman. And she wouldn't even know she's doing it. Remember, you cannot see outside of the sun. So you have to imagine her as our sun. If I put you in the sun, you're not going to know anything exists other than light, other than you. They say that Leo is the sign of the narcissist. And that's fundamentally true. But that's true of all the fire signs. You have to understand that fire consumes everything around it. It burns everything around it. Something that's beautiful, like a garden. If you put a fire in there, that fire will burn and break everything down. No, it doesn't care that it destroyed something beautiful. Fire is fire. It just is. So you can say the same thing about the Leo woman. Psychologically, she is who she is. She doesn't know how else to be who she is. And she cannot modify her level of excitement, her level of energy. It'll depress her. It'll make her physically sick if she goes against her own will and if she waters down, her fire, her inner fire. It's not going to happen. So then here comes the problem. She needs a man that is on point psychologically, that understands her. Because, with this woman, kind of like Miss Virgo and Miss Scorpio, you have to sit back and really try to understand them. You have to analyze them. One thing, the Leo woman is not aware of her behavior. She's not aware of her own behavior. Unless, it's causing an impact that repeats itself with other people. And if there's a pattern and someone brings it out to her, then she'll figure it out. But if not, she's going to continue being the son of her own universe. And if you walk into her universe, you are the one who's blessed. Because she ain't walking into yours. You got to walk into her. We cannot move the sun from where it is. So don't expect to move her either to come to you. You have to court her. Don't our space probe go to the sun? The sun don't come here. We have to go over there with our space probes. So to get to her heart, you need to be able to approach her and approach her right. So this is why we got to talk about this. Now, she's fixed fire, which means she has a burning inner sun. In the chakras of the body, we call this the solar plexus. The solar plexus is our stomach region. This is where our sun is. If we get depressed or if we are down, then that means there's something wrong with our solar plexus chakra. If you are overweight and you have a belly right on the area, like I have a big belly. I do, So that means that my solar plexus is a little weak. And I'm on fire, so I can't afford to have my plexus weak. So every chakra indicates a different part of the body and different organ and a different flow of energy. The sun is the vitality, the vital force of the body. It's like the furnace, and it fuels the soul. The Leo woman, you can see her fire in her eyes, in her smile, the way she winks and bats her eyes. The way she walks, even the way she breathes, it's like the burning inner sun radiating outward. And if it's going your direction, you're the one who's getting the blessings. You're the one that's getting the blessings. We cannot live, ladies and gentlemen, without the sun. So, too, she believes that you can do no better than her. If you're with her, you're the lucky one. But God forbid that she should leave you. Because she knows that if she leaves you, you'll die. I mean, you'll probably develop a very severe case of brokenheartedness. But you're not going to die. But in her mind, you will. But then, God forbid, someone leaves her. Oh my God, we're going to get to that. But you have to understand that, and this is where the narcissism comes in, because she believes without a shadow of a doubt that she's the best thing that ever happened to you. The best thing that ever happened to you. She believes that. Oh yes. Oh yes. She believes that. And there is nothing that you can do that will tell her or convince her any different. She believes, body, mind, and soul, that she is the best gift bestowed upon man. Just like the sun was the best thing that ever happened to our solar system, because without that sun, there is no solar system and there is no us. So understand what you're dealing with psychologically. This woman believes that she is the center of her own universe, and ain't nothing you can do to make her make you the center of her universe. We can't have two suns, only one. So to be with the Leo woman, you are going to have to accept the fact that you will always cater to her and worship her all the days of your life. I gotta take a pause for that one, baby. Nice Merlot. I prefer Chilean wine though. Chilean wine is delicious. Okay. Now, see, she has a lot of confidence, a lot of pride, and with it, the beauty. She has this beauty. She can uplift any mood. She laughs, she smiles, she engages you. She winks. You could be sad and lonely and grumpy or whatever mood you're in. She'll come in, and then the fire of her own energy. Remember the sun. Remember I made the analogy to hold that thought about the sun. That it burns anything negative. She can sit in a room like Miss Cancer, who does with the emotions. She can sit in a room and she'll clean the whole room emotionally of any bad energy. Miss Cancer, cardinal water. Well, the same thing occurs with Miss Leo. Fixed fire. That fire doesn't lose intensity. It doesn't lose hydrogen to the point where it's going to turn out. That'll happen in a couple of billion years. So her inner energy, her inner sun will always burn and radiate. You cannot be sad around her, because then she'll pull you right out. She doesn't realize the power of her healing just by being. She don't got to say anything. She just got to be there, and you just, the flowers, even weeds that are dead, will suddenly stop feeling like they got a little life. A flower that's broken and is about to die, with her presence, it'll start to, eventually it will die, right? Because it has to turn into a plant or whatever it is that the flower produces. But in a couple of nanoseconds, it will start to continue to live. Especially if the Leo woman touches the flower, it'll start to awaken before it dies, a final dip. You know, that lets you know the power of her own energy, the power of her own sun. She's so listen, my God, she's wonderful, amazing woman, really. And every woman has that inner sun, but the Leo woman is the stewardship of that flow of energy that occurs with every single woman, not just the Leo woman, but she is the center in which that pulsating energy radiates and gives life vitality to the rest of the other 11 signs of the females. Okay. She loves to be admired. She loves to be fussed over. You know, if she's in the mood, she can be very dangerous, because she will cause a man to fight over her. You know when men fight over a woman, that's a Leo thing. Leo women, like Scorpio, they can cause niggas to fight. And I've known girlfriends of mine that they've lost their boyfriends over duels. Oh yeah. And this woman is a Libra, but she has a powerful Scorpio signature. Like Miss Leo, they can cause a man to kill himself or kill you, because Leo represents fatal attraction, the stalker, the peeping Tom. That falls under Leo. You know, paparazzi taking pictures and chasing you down. That's all Leo. So Leo, like the sun, can be very dangerous. Look what happened to the Kardashians. where they got, that situation occurred in Paris where she thought they were going to kill her. That's a Scorpio situation, but it's also because of her Leo energy. She's loved and admired all over the world. And when that happens, you become a target. Just like our sun can become a target if some extraterrestrials come down and decide to wipe us out. All they got to do is wipe out the sun. Because with their technology, they'll probably make a sun themselves. You know what I'm saying? So Leo is so, there's never a dull moment with this woman. But with all that excitement, with all that energy, and with all that promise, she has a couple of blind spots. Well, she has a lot of blind spots and maybe 2 or 3 powerful dark sides to her. When she's cheerful and bubbly, and she doesn't even have to be cheerful and bubbly. She can just sit there and look relaxed. There's a calming energy, a beauty that's indescribable. It heals you, and I mentioned that before, but I gotta say it again because it bears repeating. But the dark side is that she can be a very depressed woman. She holds her feelings in. You'll never really know what she's feeling. She'll let you know how she's feeling about you, and let you know that her devotion, her commitment towards you. But you will never know of the heartaches that she has had throughout her life. You'll never know about the disappointments and the longings that still plagues her from time to time. And a certain nostalgia that sometimes it overwhelms her. She's a very sentimental girl, more than you would think. But she puts on an act. Because in her mind, there's a constant soap opera. There's a constant drama. That's why the theater is the symbol of the lion and also of the 2 faces, which is also Pisces. Because the drama, the word drama is Greek and it means movement. The Leo woman, if you want to be with her, she's going to cause you to move. She'll irritate you. She'll provoke you. She'll slap you. She'll make you be from a state of being comfortable to a state of being uncomfortable, just to see how you act. The Scorpio woman does the same thing, but for different motivations, for different reasons. See, the Leo woman is a little bit more vicious. You would think Scorpio, but the motivation behind why a Leo woman would do it is simply because she's bored. If she's bored, she'll fuck with you to give herself some excitement. Remember, it's fire. You can't quench and quell fire. Even a blue flame fire, which is the weakest, can still burn your ass. It'll take a little longer, but it still will. 3 seconds of that bitch in your finger, you're already crying. But then you have the other side of her that loves to become turned on, sexualized, aroused through anger and aggression, bringing that out of her man. And so if you're the soft type or the type of guy that don't like arguments and like to be peace and quiet and have your beer or your wine, the Leo woman is not the woman for you, because this woman will demand your attention and she will engage in negative attention to get it. If she's not going to get it positively, she can then become a real nagging person. A real nagging person. She can be a real nagging person, and you will know what to do. You won't know what to do. So then you storm out. You come back maybe an hour later, and she'll be so nice, so sweet. You won't understand what happened in the first place, and you almost feel that it's your fault. Oh, this woman is something else. She can flip you and have you flipped out. She expects men to automatically bend down to her, praise her, adore her, adulate her. So you got to do that constantly with her. It will never get old. But there are some benefits to being with a Leo woman. Even if you're not sleeping with her, even if it's a friend, there's lots of benefits. Because if, like Miss Scorpio, if other women see you with a Leo woman, trust me, you're going to have to buy another bed because you'll be screwing so much that you're going to need another bed. Because she's the queen. And here we go. We're going to have to quit here. Wait for part 2.